GetSportsFocus is presented by Dr. Ting Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery.
Allie Williams here at Weights and Bars in San Jose with three-star national recruit Bennett Williams at the St. Francis Lancers. And just to start off, big win last week. Coming up, how you doing?
It was a great win. I mean, it was one that we knew we should take easily, and we had a couple scares there, but it was basically all of last week. We were looking ahead to this week, getting ready for Sarah. So
it's going to be a good one, and really just let's go before we go move forward. Let's move backwards first. How the beginning of the season looking for you guys? What'd you see back then as you moved into now?
I mean, we're definitely a different team, very different team. We started off the season, I mean, we had high expectations. We wanted to go undefeated. That was the goal. And so I think, every week we've improved, we've gotten better, and beat Bellarmine that for the first time in 11 years. And then the next week we lost to Sarah, and that's our outstanding loss. So, tying back to this, we're looking for some revenge on this game. So we're excited.
Nice. And Bellarmine, one of those you mentioned, definitely in the radar this year. Many predicted you guys would end the streak, and so talk about that week and the days leading up to that.
I remember that was the biggest week. That was the one I was looking forward to all season, because it's been such a tradition of that's the only team we couldn't beat for 10, 11 years. So that was the big one we wanted to get, and that whole week we were preparing, just practicing full out 100%. Knowing that what we do in practice translates to the game, and so that we were just excited and came out in the game ready to go, and I think that's what carried us over the top.
Yeah, it certainly showed that we could do, right? So okay, and then on the other side, Sarah was 1-4 before they faced you guys, and that win for them really turned their season around. So for you guys, what did you see from that game?
I mean, we knew coming into that game we said they were the best 1-4 team in the nation, and they came and proved that, winning out the rest of the league after that. And I think that was their big game. They really wanted to turn it around in that game, and we had a target on our back, and they came out and just, I mean, it was back and forth, and they eventually got us by 1 point, but. This time around, hopefully we can change the result, and it'll be another hard-fought game. But home field advantage, we got this time, and I think we'll be able to pull it out. We got to work hard this whole week, and we'll see what happens Friday. So.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I'm excited for it. For you guys, your young quarterback Reed Bettle, can you talk about him? What you've seen from him this year?
He's definitely improved. I mean, we remember bringing him up when he was a sophomore, and he was just. Wide-eyed, kind of nervous, always, the sophomore call-up, and seeing his growth from last year is incredible, what he's been able to do. I always knew he had the potential to be a really good quarterback, and I think he's just coming into his own in the past few games, and this playoffs is going to be a real test for him, and I think he'll step up to the challenge, and going ahead to next year, I think he'll just, work this offseason, hopefully play with Epic 7, get some work with the quarterback coach over there, and come out next season and be even more of a strong force. So good things ahead for that kid, I think.
Yeah, well, I've seen a few of your games already this season, and you guys really connect on the field. So what is it with you guys, do you think, that makes it work?
I think he trusts me as a receiver, and I told him it was against Oak Grove, and I remember he got a little flustered, and I told him, listen, I'm always going to be here as your receiver, and I'm always going to do my best, give it my 100%. If you throw me the ball, I'm going to do everything I can to catch it. So don't worry, don't get so flustered, and you always have me out there at receiver. So I think he really heard that and has been trusting me this whole season to make plays, and so I always trust him to put the ball in the right spot and just got to run my right route, and he'll put it there. So we got a good connection. I think it's going to continue through the playoffs. Absolutely.
Good. Yeah, you guys have been awesome whenever I see you guys. It always seems to be Vettel to Williams every other time. Okay, so let's move on. Your hype man, Garrick McCarthy. He's been very consistent this year. Talk about you becoming his hype man.
Yeah, it was start of the season. I remember he was oh my God, you gotta mention my name in there. So I remember we did an interview early before the season. I gave him a little shout out as the hype man, and he didn't really, show out last season as a junior. He didn't get many opportunities. And so this year, Bellarmine was obviously the first game. Everyone's, who's that kid that returned 2 punts? And kind of won us the game that week. And so since then, he's just been producing, and I always knew he had that athletic talent. And so we've been, good buds since freshman year, always competing, but great friends, and always competing on the field. And I think he's really stepped into his own this season. And so when he's in the end zone, I'm going to go be the first one to celebrate with him. And we know it's the same way around. If I'm scoring, he's the first one there. And so we like to hype each other up before the games, and it definitely helps, as you can see in our plays.
Yeah, it's nice to have that guy on the field. Absolutely. All right, let's see. You have some big guys, Garrett McCarthy you mentioned, but some young guys who stepped up this year, Maurice Wilmer in particular. Can you talk about just what you've seen from the younger guys?
Momo especially, we call him Momo. He came up, I remember, this year, and you can tell he has that raw athletic talent, but he's just not refined yet in his skills. And I think he came in with the mentality that these guys are, I'm not going to get much playing time, but these guys are going to go do big things at the college level, and I'm going to learn from them. And so I think he came in with that attitude, and I've kind of took him under my wing, and been showing him every practice what to do. And obviously he's going to make those sophomore mistakes, but you can definitely tell how much he's progressed, especially along with Josh Picola, another sophomore starter, and Opeti Fengupo, who's another sophomore player, who both are huge for us. So they stepped up extremely and learned from the seniors, and played a huge role for us this season. So
now I was here for this one, the Epic Bowl. Let's talk about that. That was one of the big wins for you guys this season. What was it like out on the field?
I mean, I think that showed we're always going to be able to fight through adversity. We came down 10-0 at halftime, and went in the locker room just, we believed in each other. We believed we could do this. We've been down before, and, just play as a team. That was kind of our mentality. And we came back second half stronger, and we knew it was going to be a dogfight. Obviously, they were undefeated. We had that one loss. And it was, a huge game. Plenty of Epic 7 players on both sides. And it was a battle all the way through, but I think that really showed our, resilience and ability to overcome adversity. So kind of strengthened us as a team, and I think it's given us a good boost coming into the playoffs here.
And so that was a big one for you guys. You've had a lot of big games, but coming into the semis, you have home field advantage. You mentioned that earlier against Sarah and Lucky Nunn. What are you guys planning? What are you guys preparing for that game?
I mean, as I said, since last week, we've been looking at this game and getting ready for it, because it was kind of inevitable. We knew it was going to happen, and this time around we got home field advantage, so we're looking have a big crowd out there cheer us on. But scheme-wise, we know Lecky's there. He's been the heart and soul of the team since sophomore year when he got brought up, and playing against him each year, he's only getting better and better, just as we are. And so he's going to be the one we got to key on, got to stop, and he's a force. So we're definitely going to have to game plan for him, try and slow him down as much as possible. But we know he's going to put up points inevitably, and our offense is going to have to match him and hopefully exceed that. So it'll be a good game. We're going to have to game plan for him, definitely. So
it's going to be a good one. I'm excited to just pay attention. All right, bringing it back. You have plenty to think about right now, but along with all of your playoff run, how's the college recruitment going? I
mean, it's enough to focus just on the season, and then when you add in the whole coaches calling you and having to remember to talk to this coach. Oh, I was supposed to call him today, and it's just a lot. It keeps me busy all the time, but sometimes you just got to relax and enjoy that, soak it all in, and I think it's a blessing. Definitely being able to have the opportunity to play in college and to do that and take that further. But right now it's mostly about focus on the season, finishing off the playoffs, and then we can worry about what we're going to do after that. after we are done playing this season. That's what matters right now. So that's what definitely I'm focusing on. So.
One track, figure the rest out as it comes. If you are, I know we have to, I just said as it comes, but I'm going to ask more questions about that because I can. What are you looking for in a college when you are having time to talk to the coaches and figure those kind of things out?
I think, the coaches, who they are, that's a big thing for me. How well I can connect with them, not just, a phony front that they put up. Whether I can, really trust a coach, and if he follows through on his word, I think that's a huge part for me. And that's probably the biggest thing I'm looking for in terms of, what I want in a college is the relationship I can have with the coaches, and as well as the the environment that college has. And there's a bunch of different factors, but definitely that relationship with coaches is a huge thing. So if I feel like it's not true or it's not a right fit for me, then I've kind of been discounting those. But the coaches I have been able to develop a strong relationship with has definitely remained as a top choice in my head. So I'm excited for the future to see what other colleges come forth. But
it's good to see you found those coaches that
yes.
so far that you can connect with.
Yes,
so that's a good start for now.
It's awesome to know I have options.
Yes, always good. All right, just to wrap it up, you have another week, hopefully another couple weeks of all this. But what are you going to miss the most about high school football?
I know it's coming to an end. I don't know. I think just being able to play with your brothers and have that connection, that brotherhood. It's there's nothing like it. Being able to play out on the field and knowing those guys are with you, and everyone's watching you, and it's a feeling like no other. And that's definitely what I'm going to miss most. When it's all said and done with, I'm going to look back and enjoy what I had and the people I played with and everything we accomplished. But I'm going to enjoy it while I can. But it's sad thinking about, it's my high school days are going to be over. I'm fortunate enough to be able to play on Saturdays at the next level, but that Friday, nothing like that Friday night. It's a great feeling. I'm going to miss the guys I play with. So that brotherhood feeling is like nothing else.
Well, enjoy the rest of it while you can, but it's been a long road. You did mention you meet a lot of people along this road. Is there anyone in particular you'd like to thank?
Definitely got to give thanks to Coach Calcagno and Coach Sharonberg, the two that brought me up as a freshman, and it was a scary scary experience coming up as a freshman, different level at varsity, different speed and everything. And so they really helped me transition from that freshman level all the way to this varsity level, and kept developing me as a player, absolutely. And I wouldn't be out where I am today without them and without their help. So special thanks to them, absolutely. And special thanks to the parents, mom and dad, both, provide me with everything I need to get it done, provide me with the opportunity to go to St. Francis and, excel and get the best coaching around, the best education. And so special thanks to them, absolutely. Never can thank them enough.
All right, well, you have a great support system, and thank you for joining us on a Sunday night for GSF, and we look forward to seeing you against Sarah on Friday night.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure.